time. Coochie conversation time.
Coffee! Coffee!
Where you at? Where you at?
Coffee! Coffee!
Where you at? Where you at?
Wednesdays, starting November 2nd at noon.
Cheryl, please, let me tell my friends. Come on. I've kept this secret for so long.
And you've done a great job keeping the secret. It is, we're almost ready. We almost got everything lined up. I'm so ready, so excited to do this video cast.
You don't understand. I can barely keep Christmas presents a secret. How am I keeping this a secret any longer? I can't do it. I have to tell my friends.
You just got to keep it secret a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer till the timing is absolutely perfectly right.
Oh, Cheryl.
And welcome. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. This is Cheryl.
And Kelly.
Welcome to episode 3 of Coffee, Coochies, Conversation.
Whoop, whoop.
And we have our wonderful coffee in front of us. Hopefully you have your cup all filled up with your favorite beverage. Mine is filled up with our Revolution Coffee, one of our sponsors. And we are so pleased to announce that we have a official sponsor today. It has been made official on his birthday. He gave us a gift.
I know.
Just to show the person that he is. And we have been officially sponsored by the Done Right TV studios.
Absolutely.
Done Right TV security.
Yep.
And you know a lot about that security?
Absolutely. Kelly, he is the owner here, and we've kind of paired together selling some internet and cell phones and all sorts of good stuff. Security systems, cameras, we got you.
And we'll talk about that more later. I especially am curious to learn more about the security systems.
Oh, absolutely. Especially, yeah.
In today's day and age, the cameras are the way to go.
Yep.
And so we want to make sure that we have the people's back covered in that because Kelly has our backs.
Absolutely.
And we so appreciate that, along with Revolution Coffee, who has been kind enough to send us the T-shirt. So, yes, that T-shirt that Tilly is wearing is going to be one of our giveaways today.
Mine too. I'll give mine away too. Even though I'm wearing it, it won't be gross.
Size medium, cut for a little cleavage.
Yeah, woo! I'm trying.
I was gonna say, with me, it doesn't make any difference, you know.
No,
surfboard.
same. Little bitty too. Oh, what?
Are we good?
Yeah.
Are they waving us?
No.
We're really on the air.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have a thumb more while we wait?
Are we on the air?
Are we make sure we're on the air?
No, we are.
Are we? I'll still do a thumb more.
My hands are sweaty, Cheryl.
They are. Never mind. What have you been doing with those
I put
hands?
lotion on them.
Sure you did.
They don't feel like it, do they?
I thought your wrists looked really strong. You're welcome.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're so funny. I love it.
But yeah, really, I'm not sorry. If it made you laugh, for me, it was good.
Absolutely.
So tell us more about what we have planned today.
Well, most of you know I was hypnotized, and we get to talk about that experience. And we also get to talk about some of the other ones and shows and private sessions that Cheryl does often, actually, a lot more than I thought. Yeah.
And do you know about post-hypnotic suggestions?
No.
Post-hypnotic suggestions are suggestions that a hypnotist gives someone while they're being hypnotized that later when they say a key word, it gets a response from them. You've never heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like if, for instance, I were to say a certain word and I had given you a suggestion for, and am I turning, I need to talk more towards, thank you, Sonny. So if I were to give you a post-hypnotic suggestion, say, for instance, the word chair, and I told you that that chair was vibrating, let's just say for fun. And each and every time I said the word chair, your chair started to vibrate more and more, and you like it.
I feel like I would love that.
So that could be a post-hypnotic suggestion, for instance, in one of my more naughty shows. So
Amazing.
You go back in the audience, and I say the word chair, you would be sitting next to somebody and they would get that benefit of your chair
Oh boy.
vibrating. And initially, I'd probably set it on a low vibration.
I can only imagine. Oh
And
boy.
it would have multi-settings, of course, because why would I just have one setting if I could do anything I want?
Absolutely.
So each and every time I say the word chair, that intensity of the vibration would increase.
Nice.
See?
Okay.
See?
Okay.
So in some ways, then you would want to volunteer for my show.
Yes, maybe. That might be awesome.
Those are that is an
Okay.
example of
That's
a
awesome.
post-hypnotic suggestion that I could give to somebody.
Did you do that
And,
to me by chance, hopefully?
We'll find out. We've got 55 minutes left.
Oh, if she starts saying chair a lot, you guys, I'm in trouble. Oh, God.
Did you see the innocent look? Do you see the halo above my head?
There's no halo.
So, yeah, I was doing therapeutic hypnosis that day. We did therapeutic
Yes.
hypnosis. I wasn't doing comedy hypnosis with you.
Thank
so
goodness.
In some ways, it would be wrong for me to give you a suggestion like that
Okay.
under therapeutic hypnosis.
It might have been cool for the show, though.
We still have 50 some odd minutes left. We aren't done yet. Sonny's just going to give up on me and move it closer.
There we go.
I could have moved my chair that way, I suppose.
No, I don't think you can move your chair.
He's a puppet master, man. If he wants it moved, I'm moving. He's also, in the National Guard? If he wants it moved,
Yeah.
I'm saying how high, how far.
Right?
Just
Exactly.
jump. So,
Sonny.
and respect for that, Sonny. So, yeah, I can hear myself better now, too. So, yeah, your hypnosis was not comedy. You did a therapeutic session. And
Tell them exactly what you did.
we did a session on self-confidence, self-esteem, and goal achievement was the intention of that session. 45 minutes long?
You said positive thinking and maybe to stop self-sabotaging as well.
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
I know other people have since said that they need that because they do the same thing. So
Now, other than laying eggs around the house, clucking like a chicken on cue, what else have you noticed from that first session? What changes? Any good?
yeah, well, I mean, after the day I had on, what was that, Monday or Tuesday, when my tire decided to be flat in the middle of Harrison when the cars were all coming at me. I'm pretty sure the meltdown might have started then because I had already had kind of a downfall of a day. But I don't know. I did keep it together very well. I had the baby with me. Yeah. I feel like everything's been a little bit more positive. Not as many, frustrating moments, I guess. Also, I noticed that, I don't know if you did anything with sugar, but after I left your show, I went and bought juice, and that is just weird for me.
That was when we talked afterwards, some of those post-hypnotic suggestions.
Okay, yep. That was pretty awesome. I've told everybody that. I'm like, I don't know, because I do eat a lot of sugar. We know that. So I didn't know if, you had mentioned anything about that. But I'm not going to lie, I was scared before, and I'm definitely glad I did it now. It was more relaxing than I can even explain. I didn't know how you were going to set me. I think that was my biggest fear, is like, how am I going to be sitting? Am I in a chair? Am I laying down? But I was comfortable, I wasn't going to just fall on the floor or anything. I was very comfortable, laid down, pillow, everything. So,
Did you notice the floating sensation or the heavy sensations?
of course, yeah. Not the floating. It was more the heavy. Like, I was just, like I was too heavy to pick my own self up. Yeah.
Feels cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And it's mind altering without anything mind altering other than your mind.
Yep.
So all hypnosis is self hypnosis. And whether you are aware or not, there is something called waking hypnosis. And waking hypnosis is when, like, our subconscious just takes over And that's why when you've been someplace, for instance, work, and you can arrive to work and then arrive home and not necessarily think about the drive. You can think about everything that happened during the day, think about what you're going to do later, but the drive necessarily isn't on your mind to where you can arrive home and kind of think, you know, I did stop at that light, or it was, you know, I did follow all the laws on the way, or people sometimes will talk about highway hypnosis when they drive past their exit because they get so lost in thought that they miss their exit and they're just driving on autopilot. And I think a lot of people are spending a lot of their lives kind of on an autopilot now. And in the first time we were here and did this, I think it was in that one I said I dehypnotize people more than I hypnotize people.
Yep.
After you've had that session, does that make more sense?
Try to take away the bad habits, opposed to just saying, I'm going to give you brand new habits. You're trying to take away the bad habits.
And the quickest way to get away a toy from a little kid, a 4-year-old, is to give them a new toy, right?
Right.
So replacing a good habit in the place of the bad habit.
Yep.
Because otherwise the subconscious will just pick up something in the place that's not necessarily good, which is why when someone stops smoking cold turkey, they can end up picking up a bad habit, perhaps gaining weight, find themselves going out in the bad weather for drive-through when they would have done that in the past for the cigarette, and now they're doing the behaviors for the chocolate shake or the burger with fries, etc., etc. Because if you don't consciously give yourself a good habit, your subconscious will pick up a bad one because it's easy.
She's looking at me opposed to talking in there.
Well,
you're doing
conversation.
Okay, yeah.
I know.
It's better
conversation. Now. I know they want me to look at the camera. Hi, camera. But when I'm talking to someone, I have this problem that I want to look at them when I talk to them. And I realize you're all in this conversation as well. And we do want to engage you in. The chat box is open. If you have a question, we encourage you to ask that question or comment. We have
prizes to give away if you talk to us. So please.
We were just given the Done Right t-shirts as a part of that sponsorship. So we have a few of the Done Right Racing shirts to give away. And someone will toss one at us in this direction here in a bit because my leash is short. And they came in the room after we got started. So I know someone will give me the old football toss. And
boom, look how cute that is. I have one. It's so cute.
Awesome shirts.
Woo! I lost it. I'm not a good catcher.
Try again.
One more time. Don't hit her in the head. That'd be terrible.
Let me do it.
Thanks, Sonny.
Not my first rodeo.
Let's see what we got here. Bum, ba, ba, bum.
Oh, now nice. I want one of those. Hold on.
Boom.
I didn't know. How do I comment first? I want one. Hey. Are you tossing more? No. Somebody's.
That's my mama, Taylor.
Hey,
Shout out
Taylor.
to you, babe. Thank you. Taylor definitely is going to get a t-shirt because that was awesome. Good job.
Yes, that's Taylor's mama. And Taylor has, Kelly has 2 apples, not just Taylor.
Yep. I have Taylor and Paisley.
And I have 3 that I've pushed out through these non-childbearing hips. What else are you going to toss us, Sonny? Who's tossing his job? Hold on. Just don't knock over my coffee. That's coffee abuse, man. None of that. All right, what do we got?
I have a funny story to tell you about, I don't think I've told you, about when you...
We have a few t-shirts today.
See, we got all sorts of good stuff.
I look good in red, Kelly.
Keep messaging us and telling us.
It's a large. So
well,
yes, it looks like we have
a
few t-shirts.
Thank you.
Well, we have colors to choose from. We have red and we have gray, and we
The
have black in
t-shirts.
terms of the t-shirts, extra large, large. What size is that one?
We got
Hey,
tons.
it's
There's
like
a whole
Christmas
bunch.
here. Yeah, this is
Marcia,
awesome. We got some
woo-hoo!
mediums.
Hey, babe.
Hi, Marja. How are you? What
We got
size do you
you.
wear, Marja?
Yep. Marja's friends with Kelly, too, so you know where Done Right is.
Yep,
You come get one of these t-shirts,
yes,
baby.
they have to be picked up here locally at Done Right TV. And when you're here, check out those e-bikes because they are really awesome. I saw them putting a rack on the back of one of them when they were up at the fair this summer. People were, especially the security people who have to be in 6 different places all at one time. They were especially enjoying those e-bikes.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact it can get them from place to
Oh,
place.
I'm sure.
I know from what I've done, the sound guys, the people that do concerts and that, and they're doing sound checks, and they have to go back to especially in large venue, outdoor venue, and they've got to go to the board, and they've got to go back
Luke,
up to
what's
the stage. I was going to say, hi Luke, we know Luke. What size do you wear, Luke?
Luke, what size are you? We'll save you one as well. Thank you for joining.
And we've got a happy birthday to Kelly Jeffries on there, along with some hearts to Kelly.
Yeah.
3D hearts for Kelly. The concert venues, again, the sound guys, great for them. The race car guys, I know, love these.
Well, and now we've got the new bridge, and if you haven't walked across it, it is definitely a must. It's a staple of the Quad Cities, and these e-bikes would be so fun to take over there.
I was at Mackinac Island, and Mackinac Island is fabulous. You can go all the way around it, or you can go over. You can go across. Across is not easy. Across is a whole lot uphill. E-bike makes it possible.
Mm-hmm.
E-bikes make it when you're traveling. A lot of places you go, you can rent them. So here you can, if it's on your Christmas list, like it's on
There's
ours.
a couple to choose from, too, for real.
And who else have we got? If we had anybody else commented, Luke, I'm waiting for your size so we can make sure we have put away for you and you as well, Marja. Now back to the hypnosis, or did you just want to talk about your daughter's listening? You don't just want to talk about banging? Or?
No.
Because he's banging. Where's Kelly at? Speaking of banging.
No. I actually have something funny to share with you, though. So for our first show, when you hypnotized my roommate.
Yes.
For the licks of the lollipop.
Shannon, yes.
Yes. So I had to lie to her because when I walked in that day, she asked me, what did I look like, blah, blah, blah. Well, it was a little bit different. She had much smaller amount of time to do this, and it was in a office chair, right? So,
I did her in the back room.
You never know.
Not
No,
my first
there's
back room.
cameras.
Not my first back room.
Well, I didn't know that she was in the middle of that, and I went in to grab my hair straightener before the show. Long story short, I run in there, and Cheryl shushed me out because she didn't want me to wake her or disturb the situation.
It was the hand.
Yeah. Well, I did get a glimpse of my roommate, and she was laid over a little bit in her chair, and she would kill me for saying this. But I'm not going to lie. I was nervous, yet even more intrigued to want to try it. Obviously, alone, I was like, don't let anybody see me, but it made me both of those. So it was a lot of mixed emotions, and I know anybody that is thinking about it but kind of mixed on it, nervous in any type of way, I can tell you and assure you that I personally am the biggest weenie possible, but I really much enjoyed myself and am happy that I did it. So it's definitely something that you don't have to be scared of or worried about. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well,
and I'm so happy that Shannon had a good experience because after she was so happy.
I love A-types, for instance, and those are the people who tell me they can't relax. And about 10 minutes in, they got the drool, just that drool coming down one side.
Right.
And I didn't notice either one of you, Shannon, or you, with any drool. You both, kept it in really well.
My mouth was wide open at one point when I woke. That's what I said when I woke up. Why is my mouth open?
People hold a lot of tension in their jaw.
True
And
story.
when you relax, that's one of the things. That's what I tell the teenagers when I'm doing after proms. You never see your parents asleep on the couch with their mouth closed. Catching flies pose.
Yep.
So that's
Or
relaxation.
the put on mascara pose.
There you go. That's just one sign of relaxation entering your body as you're like, oh, how did this
Okay.
get down so far?
You always talk about the proms. Why is prom season so huge?
It's a big deal to the teenagers to have someone like myself, a hypnotist, show up and do the after prom. It's usually the thing they look forward to the most. I've been doing it since 2003. I did my first after prom, so I'm on 20 years of after proms. I think I'm in more high school yearbooks than in my own yearbook, more pictures of me doing their after proms. And the kids are fabulous. They're highly suggestible, which makes them easily hypnotized, and they're just fun. They've reached an age, too, where their inhibitions are starting to set in, and they're starting to feel more self-conscious. So when you get them to let go of that, and even for an adult, it's that same way, letting go of those inhibitions and just feeling free in the moment. And the suggestions I give people are appealing. Same way in the therapeutic, the idea is it's in the comedy, it's something you want. So you're on the beach, and here come the men from Magic Mike. Oh boy, who wouldn't like that?
Hello.
Exactly. And they're looking at you.
Right.
Who wouldn't like that? So the idea is giving them the suggestions.
What suggestions do you give the teenagers?
Their suggestions is that they are on the beach, except they're noticing it's college boys playing volleyball on the beach.
Okay.
And playing against the college girls.
Okay.
And so that gets the kids' attention. You know, to the left, you notice the kids playing volleyball on the beach, and then all the kids look to the left. I'll take them to Daytona Beach. Who doesn't want to go to Daytona Beach in high school? So
right on.
I put them on an airplane. We go to Daytona Beach. But I like to say that I put a twist in it. So we are in the airplane. Everything is going good, except there's somebody who has gas, and that was the person that had the humongo bean burrito from Taco Bell.
That would be hilarious.
And in which case, yes.
Awful hilarious.
So it's the twist that makes it fun, and whether it's the adult show or the teenager show, it's the twist that makes it to where I have been tempted to sell Depends before my show. Because I say if you pee your pants, I'm not responsible.
Laughing so hard.
The problem is I haven't figured out where to put like my logo or my name on Depends. It doesn't, you know.
She'll sell more than Mom's buy.
Either that or I just need
babies.
to have Velcro so they can take that off and put it on the next pair of Depends.
Yeah.
And go to the next pair. And so it's funny stuff. I've had it to where I've laughed so hard, I nearly peed my own pants, and I've seen it before.
I need to see one of your big shows.
Well, one of the things I've done with kids, and I'm really proud of this, is several years ago, there was some kids that were in a car accident, and I had done their prom. I'd been doing their after prom for several years. As a parent, it broke my heart. Distracted driving, we know, is a big deal. So
Right.
what I decided to do was, kids we know listen to their friends before they listen to their parents. So I decided to have one of my volunteers become an enthusiastic spokesperson. An enthusiastic spokesperson for...
Now we can hear you, though.
Enthusiastic spokesperson for no texting and driving. So I have the kids get up and talk to their friends, and it's happened where they've called out their friend. On the way here, you did this. And all it was Johnny calling to say, yo, bro, what's up? That could have waited. why did, you endangered our lives. And they will. They'll call each other out. But then that twist, I have them do it not just in English. I have them do it in Japanese.
Okay.
So I hypnotize them to speak Japanese. And
Do
then
they say real Japanese words?
you'll have to see a show. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
It really is. People make up words all the time, right?
Absolutely.
And, if you know what a Japanese person sounds like, you can make yourself sound Japanese. So in
Okay.
that same concept, that's what they do. And so, yeah, I've had some kids say a lot of Kawasaki, Yamaha, wonton, no text and drive car. But then you have other ones that get super creative and come up with stuff. I've had kids become Matthew McConaughey, who's a spokesperson on television. I've had kids become Morgan Freeman, which is really good. The Matthew McConaughey is really good because they're like, all right, all right, all right. You need to put the phone away when you're driving. And then they do it in Japanese, and that's the only part that comes out in English, all right, all right, all right, because then they're a Japanese Matthew McConaughey.
That's awesome.
And then I've had them do it, Morgan Freeman, who played God in different movies, so then they've got the booming voice. And then I have them do it in Alien, because it isn't enough to hear it in English. It isn't enough to hear it in Japanese. They get to hear it in that magic 3 times. They get to hear it in Alien. Put the phone down, arrive alive, drive 55.
Okay.
And those are the messages they get for 4 or 5 minutes. It's absolutely hysterical. Again, they listen
That's
to their
awesome.
friends. It's been mic drop stuff where these kids come up with stuff because it's their imagination, it's not mine. And they come up with it. They know their friends. They know what to say. And they, like an athlete, I tell them I'm going to give you a ball, the ball being the suggestion, and it's up to you to make the play. And it's up to you to decide if the play is a great play. And I've seen these kids over and over and over make it into a great play.
That sounds awesome.
And they do. They actually absorb that information, and they put their phones away. They put them in the trunk, at least for a length of time when the hypnotist is around. That's what they're saying. So I go for that.
How many shows total? Okay, so I know you do private sessions and group sessions. Total. I mean, do you have any idea how many you've done total?
I can tell you I've hypnotized thousands of people since 2002.
Okay.
I can tell you that for certain. How many I've done, I can't. I've had high schools, though. If you take out 2020, I'd be at year 16 in a row, year 17 in a row of doing their after prom or doing their project graduation. It's something I write on my calendar. I've been doing it for so long. We just know I'm coming back and doing the next one. And I have several schools that I just come back and do them over and over and over.
And if somebody wanted a private session, do you have a web address, or how do you like them to contact you? Because I actually do have somebody that's, I was supposed to get in contact with him, but we need to still do that. How would he reach out to you if he wanted to do a private session?
My email address, and I'm going to give you my name, Cheryl, Cheryl, last name, Shaggin. I drive the Shaggin wagon, spelled just the way you expect it to be, SHAGEN @gmail.com. Cheryl Shaggin @gmail.com. Yes, I do drive the Shaggin wagon. Often Tilly is in the passenger seat, so if you see me around town, don't be surprised.
Yep.
And if it's rocking, it's because I have a mini horse. It's not because I'm doing anything in the back.
Don't listen to her.
All right, maybe I am doing something in the back, but it's totally legit. It is, yes, completely legit. Those folding chairs will fit in the back. I have pierced people. I'm sorry, let me get this right. I've hypnotized people who are being pierced, getting their body piercing,
Okay.
and they didn't even feel it. There was no blood loss like the nipple piercing. And people outside of the trailer where the piercing was going on, I understand were actually disappointed because one of the things they look forward to in standing outside is hearing some of the noise that happens inside when someone gets a nipple pierced. And that was taken away from them.
I had my tongue pierced many moons ago.
And you felt that, right?
Oh, yeah, I sure did.
Yeah.
Felt that.
And the nipple piercings, people didn't feel it. And there was a father and son, both of them. So, yep, I've done father
So
and
were they
son.
hypnotized during or before? Or
I
what?
hypnotized them during the process of having it pierced.
Wow.
And then I hypnotized them also for enough blood to make sure there was no infection, but not too much blood. So I am certified as a clinical hypnotherapist with specialties in weight loss, stop smoking, but also complementary medical hypnosis, hypnobirthing. I actually gave birth to my third child under hypnosis.
You did?
I did. And it was awesome. First two, I didn't use hypnosis. It was not awesome. It was not fun. It was not pleasant. They got the pukies. It was every nightmare story. The last one, I used hypnosis, and it was peaceful. It was serene. It was calm. It was amazing.
That
And
sounds
no
like
pain.
something that we should definitely be telling people, because had I known, my labors weren't a walk in the park, that's for sure.
My first one was 17 hours. Second one was 11 hours. First one was an epidural. Second one was a narcotic. Third one was hypnosis. And my doctor actually had to call me to get me to come into the hospital because he felt it was important that I give birth in the hospital. Otherwise, I might have still been at home because I was not uncomfortable.
That's awesome.
I was not uncomfortable, and that was key. The first ones, I let my head get in the way. So like the lady that has the baby on the side of the road, she's not trying to give birth. She's doing exactly the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So if you let your head get out of the way, and any animal in fear, when it's scared, it's going to stop its labor, right? Same thing with us human beings.
Mm-hmm.
If we're scared, we're going to actually
Slow it down.
cause our own labor to last longer
Right.
because we're tense.
Right. Kelly replying to Marja, love you back. Marja, I hope you're still here.
Kelly, what size do you wear? Did you want a
Yeah,
shirt
Kelly
too?
gets the shirt now from Done Right Studios.
The ones I have from Revolution Coffee are not big enough to fit. They're only size small and size medium right now. Otherwise, I'd slide you a Revolution Coffee T-shirt.
Yes.
So there's
You might
lots of
just
different.
want one because I'm going to sign it. Duh. No, I'm just kidding. Me and Cheryl are signing these bad boys.
Autographing
Let's do
them.
it.
So yes, there are a lot of different applications. I've done sports hypnosis. I've done where I've helped people hockey, and I don't play hockey, at least not professionally or anything like that. Softball, football, you name
Play
it.
tongue hockey, I bet. Your boyfriend.
Only at the submarine races. I went to see the Quad Cities Storm, and I decided, because I sat behind the wives of two of the players, how much pressure it has to be on the wife of a player. Think about it. When that hockey player scores a goal, everybody goes nuts. People scream, they yell, I got a cowbell. People, blow horns. They do all this stuff. They sing songs. That's a lot of pressure on the wife. Think about what happens when he scores at home. What
You have
does
to
a
top
woman
that.
got to do? Yeah. Does she stand on the bed with the cowbell? You scored, baby. You got it right in the goal. Hey.
You got to give them that same satisfaction.
The enthusiasm. How do you beat the enthusiasm of an arena filled with how many thousand people?
Well, you are asking the wrong person, because I would challenge that.
Oh, please tell us more.
You know how loud I can be, right? All right, enough about that.
There's an old movie called Porky's, and her name was Lassie. Are you familiar?
No.
Oh, you need to watch Porky's and learn about Lassie.
Lassie, okay.
She was not quiet either.
Oh, yeah.
And there's
When I worked at an apartment complex, there was 440 apartments, and this one girl, you could hear a mile away, I swear to God.
Lassie.
I was like, do we tell her to stop, or they broke a toilet seat one time.
It's like being at a hotel and you can hear it on the wall. So you're on your side. You're matching the cadence.
You're like, do I tell him to stop or do I just be jealous?
No, you match the cadence, man. Let them know, that's
Hi,
heck, it works for
Marlene,
you.
Travis's mom. Oh, good. Yes, I've been talking to him to make sure he's okay. Travis's mom. Yeah.
Hi, Marlene. Yes, this afternoon is the benefit for Travis. We were going to talk about it a little bit later, but since you're here, we are going to talk about that now. Starts at 4:30, is that right?
5:30 to 9:30 at, so we're going to be at Gypsy Highway, 5:30 to 9:30 tonight. We're doing 50/50s. We're doing all sorts of stuff. I've got raffle drawings. I've got silent auction prizes. We've already raised a good amount, and I'm so happy that everybody has come together and showed their love to Travis because he's a great dude. But tonight's going to be fun. He's going to do dollar dances. Come join the fun for real. 5:30
I get to help with the
9:30.
dollar dance. I'm excited.
It's going to be fun.
And it looks like we have
I busted my booty
the
on it,
man
so
with
come
the
see
plan
us.
joining us, Mr.
Hey,
Kelly
Kelly.
Jeffries. Happy birthday. Today is your birthday.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Sneak in and do
Happy
Gonna
birthday
have
to
a
you.
good time.
I don't know if my mic is right, so
It's on.
give me a second. We know that, but there's always something, it seems like. So let's make sure that we're good. How do I sound, guys?
Make
Good.
sure you guys say
Because
happy
that
birthday,
squeak is
Kelly.
annoying, Sonny. You
Yeah.
got some WD-40.
He's got several things to
later.
fix. There's already a list for him, believe me.
I do believe you. I do believe you.
What's up,
And
girls?
what size T-shirt do you wear?
I don't need a
He
T-shirt.
said-
Give one of mine with the other person that calls in. I need to move over.
Do you see his shirt? He's got one on right now.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
Cut off the picture. Oh, it's right there. Look at that. Pay
I
attention.
like it. Welcome to Coffee Coochies
Well, thank you.
Conversation. And thank you for providing this facility for us and now
Studio,
being our
heck yeah.
headlining main sponsor.
You're welcome.
Filmed at recorded live, unedited, obviously.
Well, we edit as we go.
Really?
Yeah, every day.
Have you been cutting us out?
No, we haven't been cutting you out. We've just been tweaking you a little bit.
All right.
Nothing major.
That's a
It's
terrible.
just the audio. The audio gets to be a challenge sometimes.
Oh, I thought for a second maybe you could give me a facelift and boobs.
Yeah,
You
well-
said tweak me a little.
Well, you know, I mean,
I get those
anything is
first.
possible nowadays, right?
Make me an avatar. So, since you're here, and thank you for stopping in, we do
Yeah.
want to talk about what you offer to the community other than this studio and the podcast facility.
Even though that's amazing, too. Yep.
Well, pretty much anything you need. I know it sounds crazy, but internet, security, TV. I mean, we've been doing this for
Cameras.
20 some years. Yeah, security cameras. So anything connection wise or video audio wise, we do it.
But right now, your internet, that
Right
deal,
now,
that
we
price.
have a great internet product now. $50 a month, unlimited data, no contract. It's not available everywhere
Mobile.
yet. It's mobile, and it's not available everywhere yet, but it is available in a lot of places around here. And it's $50 a month,
A lot of places everywhere, even in Florida.
and there's no taxes or anything on that either. So it's just $50 a month.
50 flat.
$50.
I'm looking at a bill that has
Oh, wait.
5000.
Yeah.
Add
It's
phones
not
and it's
5003.
only
It's not 5029. It's $50. And yeah, what Kelly said, if you add a cell phone to it, then it goes to $30. And
You
we
mean
knew
like-
this was going to
you
happen,
mean
so
like
that's
a,
my
A
bad.
package?
Yes.
You do actually have to add two
I like
cell
a
phone
good
lines,
package.
to get the $30 a month. But
So
if
you're
you add
saying
two cell
Kelly's
phone
got a
lines,
nice package?
We have packages available.
He's got plenty of packages.
got packages?
available.
I got
We talked about
packages
your
available.
e-bikes as well.
Yeah. Well, there's another thing. Yeah.
His
I'm
store
sorry.
has so many cool things.
I went off the
in
train, the
here.
tracks, when we started talking about packages.
I know.
Sorry.
It's all good.
One track mind.
Yeah.
It's all good. So yeah, I mean, and of course the track stuff that we do, we got a channel, doneright.tv, for live racing and stuff, and we're going to expand on that too, hopefully this year. But and the new stuff coming out, we're probably going to dabble in that too, because
The
why
new
not?
stuff coming
It's
out, what
future.
does that mean?
It means anything. I mean, it's 2020.
Got it.
It's just that time. As solar. We're getting into the solar a little bit. I don't think it's really ready around here, but we're starting to dive into it. The e-bikes. I'm not going to do the e-cars quite yet because I still like the gas cars, but just trying to stay up with technology.
The security, I think, right now is on a lot of people's minds.
It's a big one. Yeah.
I did cameras for one of my friends 2 weeks ago. Awesome camera package. I worked, I'm not going to lie, for a camera company before this, and prices blow it away. So, yeah, not only prices, but the install and how easily that went together. I'm sure.
Well, we're a small company, man. Everything matters to us. You know, some of the bigger companies, you know, if you're getting 300 deals a month, they don't really care if 5 or 6 of them go bad. I'm not trying to knock the big companies. It's just, it's hard to manage that.
Well, I think that's that locally owned, locally operated advantage. That
people
you
think
are
that
going to
it'd be
see
more
them.
expensive, but honestly, I'm telling you, I know for a fact it's less.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and if you got to worry about running into them in the grocery store or at the racetrack, you want your product, your service to be good. And he has to think about that when he's out and about, that I'm going to run into this customer at the racetrack. And people, there's a fair share of Karens out there, and I guess Kevin's, that whether we're talking about racing or even some of the other things, that will what we call focus on the dot, and there can be 99.9% good, and they focus on the 0.1.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. I mean, people, you know, and I get it, but it's just, it's hard to manage at that level. I mean, you know, that's why.
I personally would never sell anything I don't believe in. Okay. And it's not that I'm like, hey, I love me some internet or love me a phone or whatever. But what I do believe in is people and doing what's best for them. And if I can save them $100+ a month, why would I not tell them about it? And that's literally what it's boiling down to. We've got internet that's just saving ridiculous amounts of money per month.
Well, I was learning that, because I was inquiring about it, that you actually have more than one setup. Some that store data, like in a cloud, and some
cameras,
that store data longer or long term. So a person has those options here.
Lots of options.
That we might not even be aware of until you talk to somebody that this is your business and this is what you do. And sometimes we do plow forward. We don't necessarily want to ask for help or admit what we don't know. And then we end up spending money and finding out it's last year's technology.
Yeah. And that's where we like to come in, because we have, you know, I do Dish and DirecTV. I don't just do one. I do MetroNet. I do CenturyLink. I do, you know, we have a lot of choices here. So, and that's the benefit of going through us. We can see what's going to fit you better. And then if it doesn't work, you don't have to call somebody else and start this whole thing over again. We just find you another plan, because there's no contract with MetroNet. You know, Dish and DirecTV still have contracts, but streaming services don't. They both have a streaming service with no contract. You know, so that's what I'm trying to do, is just bring everything together. So
no contract is a big deal right now. I think people are a little uncertain. Yeah. And when you are uncertain about what's going to be going on a year or 2 years or more from now,
and contracts always have increases in them. You know, whenever there's a contract, it's like, well, for the first year, and I get it.
So you're saying no increase?
There's no increase. Well, not on the stuff that we're doing. I mean, if there's, you know, I'm not saying things don't go up.
Okay,
right?
I just want to make sure.
But on like a 2-year agreement or a 3-year agreement, usually agree with the price. So.
And then they get you back, and it automatically goes up.
Right.
Yes. I got it.
And then you got to start all over. But these are everyday prices. You know, MetroNet has a deal for a year or whatever, and then it goes up. The T-Mobile does not. You know, and you can go anywhere and get this stuff, but you can't get the rest of it. You can't, like, if it doesn't work, then you got to start your process all over again.
Well, and that's
and you're working with us.
Or if you have problems, you got to call an 800 number, and that puts
care of you.
And that puts you into a big bucket. So you have my cell phone number. I get called every day, and bring them on.
And that's what I was going to say, is it's not like the corporation. And then you're getting that service department where you're sitting on hold for a long time. I've been with Kelly out going to racetracks, getting ready to do live stream of a race, especially 2020, before the fans were there, early 2021. And he is multitasking the entire time during setup. If that phone rings, he answers it. If he doesn't have the answer, he finds out pretty quick, because he's not happy not having an answer.
People pleaser. But I mean, that's honestly it.
It's the business, though.
Yeah. I'm a
That's the
100%
business.
like that too.
And I'm still right here in the middle of it.
Well, again, if I don't know the answer, I'll find out for you. I
Exactly.
don't know
We'll
why
get you
that
the right
happened.
answer.
I'm not
Let
that
me
smart,
make a couple
so
of calls.
without my team, I don't know a whole lot. But
You don't
but-
have to
Did you
sit
hear
on
that,
the
team?
800
with
number.
with
We've-
my
we've
team,
got it
I can
recorded.
answer anything. No, they know that.
We have witnesses.
They all know that.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, you don't have to call the 800 number and be mad at the world. I mean, quite honestly, I definitely agree to help, probably more than I should, but that's what I love. That's my favorite part. So you
What, the free
wo-
shirts?
Oh yeah, that too.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well-
where, okay, now, the one suggestion we can offer as ladies tanks.
Yeah.
That way
tank
we
tops,
don't have
boom,
to
That
boom.
say done right,
We
real
don't
big,
have
and
to
then like
cut.
maybe TV or something underneath it.
TV. Yeah.
Right? We had them before. We had them.
They went
Let's
like
make it.
hotcakes,
Let's
huh?
do it. Yeah.
Boxers. Done
Yeah.
right. Done right
Oh,
boxers.
done right.
Make a list,
boxers.
ladies. Let's get it done. I got contacts everywhere. And
Okay.
congratulations on starting your show. You know how hard that is?
Thank
you do,
you.
don't you?
It's,
Yeah, that's the step that stops everybody. It is hard, and a lot of it sucks. You
well,
know?
that's the not thinking, not overthinking, and just
get it.
doing it.
Just
I
do
was
it. You
happy
got
that
it.
you both
Doing it.
had done it before because you guys.
Well,
eased
then
my
there's still
pain.
issues, man. I mean, and there's issues when I can go. I've been doing the track thing for 3 or 4 years, and not every day. I don't want to jinx myself, but there's always something, man. But the thing is to get there early enough and work through it. You know, just don't, because you can't stop shit from happening, man. I mean, if you figure that part out, I'll buy it.
Well, and the getting too comfortable.
Oh, for
you,
sure.
You don't want to get too comfortable because you know at that point then something's going on that you're missing.
Oh, for sure.
And so you do want to be looking around and paying attention to the next new trend or whatever's happening and just really I tell my children that paying attention is the only thing that is free. It costs you nothing to pay attention, but it
Yeah.
can save you so much.
Yeah. And by the way, you guys are, since we're doing this out of my studio, anybody that if you guys are out there, if somebody says something about internet or Kelly, you know this, you've been, sell it to them or get them in touch with me. You can, everybody on this or anybody out there, man, we pay referrals. So, if you have somebody that, if we're happy with us, fantastic. And if you hear somebody talking and they need internet or they got issues with something, bring them to me and you will be paid somehow. I mean,
Well, let's make it easy. Give the phone number. I know it comes across caption
Yeah.
when it restreams,
Yeah.
so they'll be able
Which
to
one do
see
you
the
want?
number. Give us all the numbers.
well, give them your numbers because that'll put you in the middle of it, and that way you guys get paid. So do that too. But my store is 563-355-7490.
I'll put my phone number on the
Just
podcast.
put it in the put it in the I'm just saying, ladies. I mean,
I don't
it's
know
all.
offhand.
Say
I know
your
it's
number.
563
She's got a new
400.
phone.
Did you just give the Felco commercial phone number? Is that what you just did? All right. Tell us your number again.
563
Oh.
355-7490. That's my store, but when the store is off, it transfers to one of my 2 cell phones.
Okay.
So, and if we don't answer right away, somebody will call you back.
You can just call them to say happy birthday too today.
Yeah, please.
Extra call.
And yes, you were on the radio this morning with
Yeah.
Pat and Danny on WLLR.
Yeah.
Stop over to Done Right. They told everybody to stop over to
Wow,
Done Right
that's awesome.
TV
I
today.
appreciate that, man.
Tell
It's,
Kelly
uh,
Jeffries
That is
happy
awesome.
It's
I
pretty
didn't know
humbling
that.
because it's been going on all day. So
He got some breakfast given to him today.
sure did. And so did Sonny. So Sonny even got free
Sonny, I
breakfast.
didn't know you got it.
And he probably left some for Josh. Or maybe he didn't. Well, maybe he should
That was
have.
such
See,
good breakfast,
Josh?
though.
He didn't leave you any food.
Jimmy's Pancake House was
Yeah, Jimmy's
Fire.
pancakes. Yeah.
Mexican omelet. Kill it.
Sonny calls pockets snack holes.
Yeah,
I have
right.
a feeling
He's
that-
like,
That kid's
he's
always-
half
Snack
my size.
holes.
He's always got snacks on him. And he weighs, what do you weigh? About $130?
Ah,
130.
me too.
It's got
Oh,
that
wait, no, I'm a
that
little
hoodie
more,
with the
probably.
front. It's just it's everybody else. It's a pocket. Keep
Kid's
their hands
always
warm.
got
It's a
snacks.
snack
He
hole.
doesn't want to be stranded with me because I'll be tackling him, but he'll probably stab me or something.
Well, we're kind of the same. I got snacks in my purse usually. too.
Well, as moms, you keep snacks in your purse all the time,
But
even
it's
when the
not for
kids
the
aren't
they don't
little.
get it.
Yeah.
It's only for me.
Right now, I've got a couple of after Halloween of the fun size candy bars.
Nice.
I'm not sharing them.
Mine's been gone.
Anything. Well, I do want to say, as to the racing and the live stream. Now you're going to Florida. Is that where
Yeah.
you, Georgia? Where you're going
thanks
here?
for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
I've been trying to get to
I
Florida
saw you pulled your hair
about
out over
3
it.
weeks. Yeah, and
You're welcome.
so it's at the shop again. I inherited my dad's RV. He passed away here a couple months ago, and it had been sitting for a while. I mean, it's a nice rig, but I'm still trying to get to Florida. So hopefully by the end of the day, I'll be at least ready to get my dogs together and start thinking about hitting the road either tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully.
Well, and you're doing
That's
it
the plan.
here, where you know people versus on the road,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Luckily,
that's
no
the
doubt.
benefit of it happening
left
here.
and you'd have been.
And you get to sleep in your own bed.
The
or
small
whatever.
the small issues I have now can be fixed once I get on the track down there. But I've missed a couple shows. I got another show this weekend, and then a big show the next weekend, and then I got some downtime. But I'll probably stay down there and go to Fort Myers and see if I can help out down there because
the tornado
I
recovery.
can bring them some internet.
Awesome.
Not to mention, that's the internet that they use for real.
Well, the what races? Because this is the live
Hendry
stream.
Hendry County Motorsports Park Saturday nights, and like Hendry County Motorsports Park on Facebook, that's where I'll be. They're kind enough. The whole team down there is amazing too, but they let me stay there, the whole winter. I get to plug in and I help them out at the track, and I don't do near enough, but they're nice enough to let me hang out down there. So that's a ton. I got a place to plug in and a spot, and
So somebody up here in
Out of the
Iowa
snow.
wants to watch.
yeah.
They can.
They Done Right TV. It'll be on my channel. It'll be on Done Right TV. But if you want to follow their page, they got. I started this whole thing started with I don't know how much time we got, and once I get going,
As much
look
time
out.
as you need.
So there's a mod light group, and I know you ladies probably don't know a whole lot about this,
I
but
do.
the mod lights are smaller cars, right? And it's a big something you can get into, and I'm not going to throw any numbers on it, but about a fifth of what you can get into
Yes, that's right. Cost-wise investment.
Okay.
Yep.
So, but there's a big mod light show down there. It's called the Sugar Bowl, and I was actually hired through my team, through my corporation with the streaming, to do the Sugar Bowl, to help out with the Sugar Bowl down there. 3 years ago, whatever. So that's how I got the introduction. And then after they left, and then they had, and I'm like, well, you guys got a race like next week? You want me to hang out and do that? So that's kind of where it started. And then, and then I like, okay, I got to go. So I come up here and do my stuff. So I don't get a break. I don't, because you guys know in the summer, I'm at a different track every weekend, which is great. And then like I said, I'm about 3 weeks behind. I should have already done a couple shows down there. And I don't like that, man. I don't like missing stuff.
Right.
It bugs me.
Right.
But
So you're saying people here can watch it on
Done
their-
Right TV,
okay.
they have it'll be on Done Right TV.
And is it set up with a subscription once a month or per show? I'm not positive.
It's per show, and we're going to work on that too. Or you can get all of the best deal in town is $15 a month. You get all the replays. You don't get anything live, but you have every show, and it's only $15 a month. And there's probably 10, 15 different tracks on there.
So a person can sit down and binge watch
Absolutely.
racing.
On a bat, exactly.
For $15 a month?
$15 a month.
Oh, yeah.
It's going up next year. I haven't said anything yet, but I didn't raise that. That's been the same price, and I have a lot more content now. So it's only fair to, I have more content. So I don't like to do that, and I'll probably try to figure out how to grandfather the people that stay with me over the winter.
Yeah, that's it.
And then,
That's a good
and
idea.
then we go up
Loyalty.
$5 here in March or April when we start. And hopefully we'll have more stuff next year too. Hopefully we'll be able to add some more tracks. I'd like to add a couple more crews. So if there's anybody out there that likes doing video and traveling and all that stuff, we're definitely going to need that next year. We got Josh and I can handle 2 shows, but I'd like to be able to do 4 or 5 at a time. And also like to start a little internship. So moms out there, if you got some kids that are, 16, 17, 18 years old that are into or getting into this stuff,
Opportunities are here.
and you can learn anything. I mean, if you don't want to do the broadcast, you can do work on bikes. I don't know, whatever your passion, So I don't know how to do the legalities of an internship other than, I don't know, but I'm open.
Probably a
we're gonna
contract
get my daughter
for it.
on board for sure.
Yeah. Well, your daughter should be. We already talked about
Yeah,
that.
next
She should
semester
be.
we're gonna take her study hall out so she can come here and
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's technology,
there
man.
you go, if it's that easy.
You know,
I mean, seriously, and kids love to do it already with TikTok and everything else.
And I don't know. I mean, before I started, and I don't even have my own show. I just trying to get other things going on, right? And eventually, I've got a couple of shows picked out, but I just haven't had the guts to launch them yet. And we'll get there too. But there's a lot of people that have a message. There's a lot of people that would like to have a podcast or something if it was affordable, and that's what I'm trying to do. I've got people calling me now, and you know, I'd love to get some, 4 or 5 shows a day going on here. I got to charge you something, for the studio, but I'm going to be fair because I mean it's going to benefit me too. But I mean I have internet bandwidth and stuff like that we're using when we're video that it gets expensive. But I'm open for anybody else who wants to do a podcast. I'm happy to help, but I just can't start something that is going to end up costing me a lot more money in the long run.
And well, I don't think anybody expects it for free.
Or
so,
if if you're trying to do something in your basement, or if you have an extra room or something like that, and you need a little bit of help, Sonny's the best in town at about anything in my store. Sonny's the best. So, we'll help you build a studio at your house. We can do whatever.
I think Sonny's going to be asking for a raise, don't you?
Yeah, Sonny. Yeah. He
Sonny's
needs
a
Just
man.
from the last
The man with the plan.
15 minutes.
all my guys.
For a
All
raise
my
if I
guys
was
deserve a
you.
raise. I wish there was more money there. That's
Well,
that's
and
why I'm
that's
out
where
doing
when
my
it
thing.
floats through, when people start coming in and you're putting it out there, people are now aware and they know and they can see that it's done right.
Everybody that we've done the internet with has loved it so far.
Yeah.
I got it. It's perfect.
And it's going to get more available, because it's 5G is the thing, it's new, and there's still companies that are trying to push 5G that don't have it figured out. Well, ours does.
And that is a big deal when you're willing to sell it to your friends and family, people you have to go and see at the holidays.
And here's and I can't stress this enough because it happens to me. It's happened to Kelly. It happens to everybody. Some people, especially on Facebook. You don't have to use us, right? Because that's why, if we put Metronet down there and somebody says, "Oh, I seen it on the podcast," and then you call Metronet, I can't help you.
Because that's not you. That's
not
Metronet.
me, right?
Yes.
Or Dish, right? If you call the 800 number, then and you call me and say, "Well, you said," and I'm like, if you call us, and another thing, like I said, if you do have an issue, then we can help get that fixed. Otherwise, you call an 800 number, you're going to get 800 number service. So you're probably not going to get next day service. It's probably going to be a week or so before they can get a tech out. Well, think about that, man.
So
Can you lose your internet for a couple days?
The solicitations that typically come in the mail are not you, correct?
I don't do any of that stuff anymore. No.
So that flyer that comes in the mail.
I'm all word of mouth, and I'm all Facebook, social media. That's all I do. It's
that
just too
flyer
expensive.
is corporate, and that's not going to get them local service.
And we're just a link to the corporates, and and we can help make the decisions because Metronet isn't going to tell you what the advantages of T-Mobile is.
Right.
Or CenturyLink, right? They don't know.
I definitely tell people what would be better for their situation.
But you work for me.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. The difference between them and us is we're going to tell them what's going to be best for them. We're not worried about just
and if you have a cabin, in the Ozarks or something, Metronet can't help you with that either. Well, that's where it all comes together. I've got people that have Dish and direct. I mean, it's it's a matter of everybody has a fit that they're looking for, and you can't get unless you sell multiple products. You can't fit the customer. You can
one size does
you
not
can fit
all.
you to the customer the best you can, but you're not. You know what I mean? So
well, hopefully this isn't a stupid question. Let's say someone has had the corporate Dish network and they want to swap to local. Is that possible?
Not really.
Okay.
You have to be there's steps you can go through, but.
Canceling
They're kind
your
of
service
screwed.
and restarting.
They're kind of screwed with where they are.
Yeah,
with what they have.
And that's why I drive it home all the time, and I'm like, just call me up front because.
Then it's too
Local
late.
business.
Because if you call the 800
late.
number, then you're into their pool. They don't pay me to do anything. Like if I, if you get Dish or DirecTV or Metronet or anything through me, I make a little bit of money. So that's why I can service it. But if you call Metronet or if you call Dish and you get service through whoever, I don't know where the installer comes from. I'm not trying to knock them at all. It's just a bigger company. So their schedule is much bigger. So if you got, 25 techs, I have 2 or 3 techs. So, I'm going to get to you way faster.
And not blaming the consumer, because how would they know?
Exactly. I mean, because they get pounded with it. I mean, the 800 numbers are out there, but we're again, I'm not knocking any of the companies. I'm just saying, if you want local, quicker service, you got to go with a local guy, because the big guys can't reach as well as we can.
And we can change your mind on the bad thoughts of us being more expensive. It's actually less expensive.
I mean, I can't help you if you're in Colorado. I mean, get you service, you know what I mean? But if you're anywhere in the Quad Cities, that's where we are. So we live right here with you, so we can definitely help. I don't care if you're a couple hours away, Des Moines even, because I got people. But it all starts with, starting local, starting small.
Very good. Anything else?
I don't
when
know.
are you going to get hypnotized, Kelly?
Right now. I thought you just did. What did you do to me earlier?
Chair.
My God.
Oh, you did?
Chair.
Is your
I
seat
thought she
vibrating?
already did.
Chair.
Oh, my God.
It is a comfortable chair, isn't it?
Chair.
Now I'm
chair,
scared.
Yeah, you're going to want to
chair,
take that chair home with you.
Oh, my God.
But you can't. It's
I
a
wish I
studio
could say I
chair.
do it. I just say
They
it
are
all the
nice
time.
chairs.
I don't have anything. I just wanted to stop in and say congratulations on your gig and let everybody know, you guys especially, that let me know how I can help.
He sponsored us on his birthday. Whoop, whoop.
Yep. And that also opens up the door for other sponsorship opportunities. They are available. You will always be done right studios, but just like the Revolution Coffee Company and the screens behind us, Tilly's got space on her body for advertising space. And this is an opportunity.
Well, we still need a show sponsor, right? Somebody could still sponsor the show at Done Right Studios.
Yes.
And I don't, that can be bought too. I'm just saying.
Price
man.
on everything, right?
I'm here to help. I mean, whatever, if it works, we can call this studio whatever you want. If it's going to benefit whoever it is, I'm cool with that.
The Cheryl
We'll build
Shagan
your own.
Studios in Davenport, Iowa.
Are you coming to Gypsy Highway for dinner tonight?
I don't know. I was supposed to meet somebody for lunch, and he's been texting me, and I feel like I dropped the ball because I got busy. But
And he's on the road
Tell him to
to
come to
cover
Gypsy
those
tonight.
races. So
yeah, so
Maybe we can all have lunch or dinner.
and I got to see where the RV is. I should be getting a call hopefully from them before too long.
And you want to shout out to the people repairing your RV, or no? Have they been?
Cummins over in East Moline, Mitch at RV Swag, Frank at Meineke. They've been amazing, and I always try to go local.
Me too. Dittmer's over here. in
Dittmer's,
town has
yeah,
been
Dittmer's.
Good to me.
I can't forget about Dittmer's. Jeez, I use them so much. It's like they're like family. Dittmer's is a great little local gas station, man. Service place.
Do they give you family discounts?
No, I don't
Okay.
know. I don't listen for it. I don't know.
He doesn't like discounts. He's like,
Getting
nope,
the
I don't
car
want a
fixed
discount.
is expensive anymore.
I just want good service, man. I want what everybody else wants. I don't mind paying
and
a
that's
price.
why I go to Dittmer's.
And I don't mind paying for stuff, but I don't mind paying. I don't like to pay for something that I'm not getting, or that I'm like, what? You don't have the time to take my phone call now? I'm like, wait a minute, dude.
Yep. And again, Dittmer's is local. I'm going
And
to
they're
run into them in the racetrack or something.
We do have an account with them where my guys fill up there.
Shouldn't
for
have
the
told me that.
for the trucks. Well, good luck. See if it works,
Let
man.
me in on this. Fill up my truck. No, I'm
You've
just
had
kidding.
your truck filled.
Happy Kelly's birthday to me.
I have had my car filled.
Well, we're going to sign off and
Yeah.
appreciate your time here. Wishing you the happiest birthday.
Thank you.
Yes.
And,
Appreciate it.
Thank
and
you.
many more, right?
And many more.
Let's turn it
without
around. I want to start
question.
going down now.
It does happen. You get a certain age and you do regress. You start
Perfect.
counting backwards. And yes, it's all good. I don't see anything
I
wrong
don't
with
have
that at
any
all. I'm
complaints.
older than you, so I see nothing wrong with it at all. Thank you, everybody, for listening and joining us next Wednesday. I think we decided we're going to have a producer next Wednesday. Is that right, Josh, the day before Thanksgiving? Are we going to have Black Wednesday here? Yeah, we can go. All right, full of comedy.
There you go.
All right, cool.
You rock.
Same time, same place next week.
Hump day nooner.
Stay cool. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Going to count us
Peace.
out. Thanks, Kelly.